A Democratic mayor's warning to illegal immigrants of incoming ICE raid in Northern California may have led to a number of illegal immigrants with violent and sex-related convictions evading capture and deportation. Oakland Mayor Libby Schaaf tweeted out an impending warning of the 4-day raid last week, alerting targeted individuals to the immediate arrests and infiltrating Immigration and Customs Enforcement ICE officers who say that many more could have been caught if they haven't been warned. The raid led to the arrest of 232 illegal immigrants in the San Francisco Bay Area, 180 of which ICE said were either convicted criminals, had been issued a final order of removal and failed to depart the United States, or had been previously removed from the country and had come back illegally. The arrests included 115 who had prior felony convictions for serious or violent offenses, such as child sex crimes, weapon charges, and assault, or had past convictions for significant or multiple misdemeanors. But acting ICE Director Thomas Humman said on Fox and Friends that Libby Schaaf's warning meant that nearly 800 illegal immigrants were unable to locate. A spokesman for ICE gave Fox News examples of some of the unsavory characters who evaded officials during the raid. One Mexican citizen had convictions for unlawful sexual intercourse with a minor under the age of 15 and a conviction for driving under the influence, and had been deported back in 2003 but came back into the United States a year later. Another illegal immigrant who evaded capture had a conviction for sodomizing a drugged victim in 2012, as well as a DUI from this year. That Mexican citizen had also been previously deported in 2013 but recently came back to the United States. Another illegal immigrant from Mexico, previously deported in 2014 for a conviction for armed robbery, also evaded capture. Among those caught in the raid were immigrants with a lengthy list of convictions including aggravated assault, murder, hit and run, lewd acts with a minor under the ages of 15, burglary, cruelty toward a child, indecent exposure, domestic violence, drug trafficking, battery, sex offenses, and false imprisonment. Now, the question on everybody's mind is Libby Schaaf going to get charged with any obstruction of justice or aiding and abetting charges? And the short answer to that is that we don't know. The Department of Justice has said that this Libby Schaaf bitch is under investigation for possible charges, but not definite charges. And this is what goes to show you that this Libby Schaaf woman, who happens to be a Democrat, who happens to be a female Democrat in California, may actually get away with this without any actual charges sticking to her. The most I see happening is giving her like a fine. Other than that, I don't see her actually getting arrested or charged with any of these things: obstruction of justice or aiding and abetting criminals. And like the article states, that many of these illegal immigrants who evaded ICE officers and deportation had really serious convictions of lewd acts with children, hit and runs, murders, drug offenses, aggravated assault, hit and runs, cruelty towards children, domestic violence, drug trafficking, battery, burglary, and a whole other list of other crimes and convictions that these illegal immigrants have done but have not been caught, convicted, or deported. I happen to believe that this action that she took, which was warning these illegal immigrants, possibly murderers, pedophiles, drug pushers, and cartel members, she gave these people a warning so they might get away from ICE officers. The good news is that 232 of them were arrested and caught, but the bad news is there could have been over 1,000 arrests, 1,000 deportations from this area in San Francisco Bay Area. But since this Libby Schaaf woman gave this warning, these illegal immigrants got away with all these crimes, and now they are not going to be held accountable for these actions. Some of them who got away had crimes of molesting children, having sex with children under the age of 15. So these kids could have been 11, 12, 13. And this Libby Schaaf bitch let them get away with this because she sent a warning out to these illegal immigrants so they could evade ICE officers and federal immigration agents. And what was the purpose? What was the meaning behind this action that she took? Why did she go public and let these possible criminal illegal aliens get away with the various crimes they have committed? What was the purpose behind it? Why let them get away with these crimes? And I'm telling you, that the Democratic Party is desperate for votes. They are desperate to keep these people in the nation. They are desperate to give these people legal amnesty so they can become U.S. citizens. Therefore, these illegal aliens can legally vote for these people, these Democrats, to stay in power. That's all it is. This is the game that the Democrats are playing. And like a video I did yesterday about these illegal immigrants actually turning on the Democratic Party because these illegal aliens are sick and tired of the Democratic lies, and these illegal immigrants are tired of waiting on the Democrats to give them legal amnesty and legal residency. This is the problem that we face here in America. We have an entire political party who is completely for illegal immigrants, anti-American values, the Islamic religion, and completely unarming the U.S. population, which is the Democratic Party. The Democratic Party has even came out in public proving this point by saying, yes, we are the party for the illegal immigrants. Not the party of the American people, not the party of the poor, which they constantly said they were. No, the party of the illegal immigrants, the people who come here illegally, the people who come here breaking our laws, the criminal illegals, the people who don't give two shits about America. That is who the Democratic Party is for. And we see the consequences of their stupidity unfolding. We see that the Democratic Party is losing favoritism across the board. We see the DNC losing support in every state they thought they had dominance in. And the reason for that is because American citizens outnumber illegal immigrants by twofold. And when you have an entire party dedicated to the well-being of these illegal immigrants, illegal immigrant benefits, a party who is compelled to support the illegal immigrants no matter what, no matter if they're criminal illegals or non-criminal illegals. That sends a twisted message to the American population that yes, in fact, the Democratic Party is not the party for you. If you're not a brown person, if you're not an illegal immigrant, if you're not a refugee, if you're not a transgender crippled individual, if you're not a feminist who hates white males, and if you are a white person who does not admit to white privilege, then the Democratic Party is not the party for you. The Democrats have made it very loud and clear that they do not like white people, they don't like conservative people, they don't like American citizens per se, and they don't like American values, nor do they like the Second Amendment or the First Amendment unless it applies to them. This is why the Democratic Party is losing support nationwide, because of their actions, because of their stupidity, because of their fervent attitude towards American citizens, and their very push for censorship and immigrant issues rather than American issues. And we see this in full effect in California when we look at the actions of a single mayor, Libby Schaaf to be more specific. You had this Oakland mayor go out in public, make a public announcement to the people of the San Francisco Bay Area, whatever, telling them that ICE officers and federal immigration agents are coming to do raids to potentially arrest and deport criminal illegal aliens. If that isn't helping illegal immigrants, then I don't know what is. By potentially warning these criminal illegal aliens, she has not made this community safer. She has made it more dangerous. Now imagine this. You have, let's say, a good majority of these 800 to 1,000 illegal immigrants who evaded ICE officers. Let's say that a good majority of them were criminal illegal aliens. Let's say a good 70% of them were criminal aliens. So you had a good 700 to 650 of these criminal illegal aliens who got away because of her announcement. So instead of being arrested and deported, they're back in the community continuing their various crimes. Now, I don't know if you guys picked this up in the article, but it stated that one illegal immigrant who evaded capture had a conviction for sodomizing criminalizing a drugged victim in 2012, meaning you had this illegal immigrant have sex with somebody either anally or orally who was passed the fuck out. You had this illegal immigrant basically pull a Bill Cosby on some drugged victim. These are the type of people that Libby Schaaf helped to evade arrest. People who had unlawful sexual intercourse with minors under the age of 15. People who had convictions of aggravated assault, murder, hit and run, lewd acts with a minor, burglary, cruelty towards children, indecent exposure, domestic violence, drug trafficking, battery, sex offenses, and a other host of criminal activity that many of them have gotten away with because of her actions. This is not a mayor. This is not a politician who is for the native population of California. She does not give two shits about any Californian person in her area in which she governs. Her priority is to keep these criminal illegal aliens, child molesters in many cases, in California and to help them evade arrest and evade deportation. What does that say to you about the Democratic Party? Do you see any Democrats calling her out on this? Because I'm sure I would have somebody say, oh, she's just one-off Democrat. Not all Democrats are like that. But the thing is, like I said, I don't see any Democrats calling her out on this behavior. I don't see Elizabeth Warren calling her out. I don't see Bernie dumbass Sanders calling her out. I don't see that old bitch Dianne Feinstein calling her out. I don't see Hillary Clinton calling her out. I don't see any recognizable Democratic people calling her out for this behavior. You want to know why? Because they fucking agree with her doing this. The Democratic Party isn't going to call her out on this. The Democratic Party isn't going to do shit about it. They're going to congratulate her and cover for her because most likely they would do the exact same fucking thing. This is why we need to get the Democratic Party out of public offices as soon as possible. The midterm elections can't come around any fucking sooner. But I honestly feel like this Libby Schaaf mayor bitch is not going to go through any charges. She's not going to be held accountable for any of these actions. Not one of them. Because like I said previously, one, she's a woman, two, she's in California, so the chances of her actually being charged with anything is very, very unlikely. Maybe a fine. That is the best we can hope for in this case. Because other than that, that's not going to happen. She's not going to get charged. She's not going to get thrown out of office. She's not going to be put in jail. It's like the continued optimism that Hillary Clinton is going to be arrested. It's not going to happen. But that's it for this video. Peace out, guys.